They want a long-term relationship with you. Yeah, this is strong. This person, it's past the whole no doubts. It's past the whole convincing themselves to take a leap of faith. You guys are set on each other. They want a long-term relationship to go to that next phase. You guys have split away for further growth at least 1 to 3 times. And remember, these are collective. You take it, it resonates. You could have known this person for decades. You could have known this person for years, for months. But they're ready for something far more than you two have ever experienced together. So it looks like the negativity that would be intertwined with what ifs between you two has dissipated. We are always going to be dealing with high vibrations, low vibrations, positivity, negativity, every single day. There's little moments. What I see is when it comes to restating, fear between are you meant for me or not has dissipated. They know the next steps are to handle the world's positive, negative, high, low frequencies together. Spirit's encouraging this connection. You both have taken leaps of faith in different ways to each other. So this is a future reading. This is about, as you have honed in on what's really truly meant for you, trusting your own intuition, letting slow and steady wins the race. How that's all led to this now present moment of speeding up, of amplifying, if you will. You guys have a lot to be in store with. Remember, we have freedom of will, right? We all do. And the only thing we have control of is the energy we send others, not their decisions. So you and another person's freedom of will have aligned to meeting each other's frequency. This is more than liking. This is more than attraction. This is more than lust. This is even more than what feels right. The signs are clear as day. And they're ready for the next step. Let's get into this. This is definitely about the future, but it's a past, present, future spread for analyzation. These are collective, takes what resonates. There's a big part of you who haven't completely came into full contact again. You separated, you've heard all the time, you separated for further growth, and you've been inching and feeling they are watching you. Some of you have even more than an inkling, complete verification by them looking at your stories, liking your stuff. There's a humongous portion of you who in recent times have broken the no contact. Wherever you fall in this reading, it is not far away, the next step. You're a collective, so it takes what resonates. A portion of you here have already gone past that finish line of that, again, breaking contact, the no contact. And the other portion of you are right frickin' there. Let's get into the reflective part of this reading, which is the past, okay? Well, as we speak, they know they're ready for the responsibility of they're ready for the responsibility of taking on another person's emotions, but not being in charge. Your person, they've definitely always felt a balance with you. With that being said, they felt a balance when it came to no anxiety, no outside forces. And that includes you. Like when you didn't have any anxiety, when you didn't have any outside forces, that both of you were starting to like force yourself to be a certain way because you think that's what they wanted. Or I have to rush, I have to message fast, so I have to wait 2 days to message them, 2 hours. Long story short, when you two didn't give a fuck about doing stuff like that and thinking about how I should do something and simply were, there was never any doubts. The doubts came from, it looks like there could have been, for both of you, you've had relationships in the past that would plug in and plug out all the time. This person has absolutely dealt with people who had control issues in the relationship as well. They had definitely been with people who were very good, skilled, if you will, at presenting to the world to be one way and then inwardly being something totally separate. No matter how cheesy it sounds. It never really, your separation, etc., it never stemmed from either of you not wanting each other. It stemmed from what ifs, from assumptions, outside forces, insecurities, all things that divines have to separate for further growth, to analyze, digest, move forward from. This person sees the error in some of their ways, the past. And that's something they're going to state to you if they haven't already is, I wasn't sure if you were the path less chosen. They both people in this reading are extremely free spirits. You're unique, the way you look, the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you think. Everything's unique. And you both hold yourselves together really well, like poker face. This individual felt themselves crumbling in your grasp. And they told themselves they're never going to be in a relationship that has that type of control over them again. So they definitely cut off and made it short. They were short and sweet from you. There was a time frame where they were completely open, super communicative, asked questions, and then they became short. What I see is a deep reflection of the past, but right now, the complete courage to not fall into a mind trap of, oh, this stuff is still real. They know what was invalidated, what is validated. The number 8's been following you. The affinity symbol has been following you. Right now, what I'm seeing from the reflection of the past is stating that they have the responsibility over their own emotions. That freedom of will, going back to that freedom of will. They don't care what other people are going to dictate you two being together, if that's even of a deep importance with this. If for some reason there's friends, family, society, etc. who thinks whatever, they're like, well, I don't fucking care anymore. Let's go into the present. What they're stating about you as we speak. Well, they know you're the path less chosen, and Loki is a big sign. Loki has actually been working throughout this communication of the relationship, what I'm seeing. And Loki can be kind of he can be a shapeshifter, a trickster, etc., but it's more than that. Loki knows for you two to take your mask off, you had to go through all of your trial phases with other people. You were enough before you met this person. You're enough without this person. And you're enough with them. What they see is that in themselves as well. They've gone through their own masks. In the current moment, they're realizing there is no mask on you. This is who you are. They think of you in the highest lights. And they're extremely attracted to you inside and out. Like, extremely. They know that if this was just lust or temptation, God, it would have been gone by now. There's been times you've irritated them. There's been times that what I sense in this dynamic is you could have been, like, definitely a chaser. It's true. And there was a stem of toxicity from your chasing. It's just true. We all have toxic traits. It's about realizing what they are for every individual person and upgrading from them. You were a chaser. They were an avoidant. You're not a chaser anymore. They're not an avoidant anymore. You've been so peace with fate. You have just been going and going. They see how kind and charitable and loving you are. They see you as a diamond in the rough. As we speak, they know time's on their side with you. The biggest thing they're going to talk to you about is their trust issues. And that when they blocked you, when they ghosted you, etc., it's talking to the root of the problem. It's not having to go in these circles. They're ready to talk about the emotions. They're ready to balance and still be on the surfboard, right? But they want this. They don't want you to be the one that got away. They mean this leap of faith. Spirit stating all you must do to continue this is be at peace with fate, with the connection. If you're already in connection, if you're already talking, keep the flow going. Don't try to do something because you think they'll like it or because you think you should do this. Like, I'm going to wait a certain amount of time to message them, blah, blah, blah. Do things organically. Sometimes the messaging is a very important thing. A lot of times you could have been a person that messaged way too fast or way too long. And the biggest thing with like law of attraction, I see all the time people getting stumped up is that one thing. And personal readings all the time, I'm helping people with that. I get it. But the answer is if you have something else that your time and attention needs to be on, you make that an importance and then you message the person. So you're both going to talk about your love languages, the type of communication that you need to be happy, the space you need to be happy, the personal time together you need to be happy, fulfilled, and them as well. Your path together right now, your future is problem solving together. You guys are on the train. You're not waiting for each other. You're both at peace with fate that every day I wake up, I'm choosing to be here and they're choosing to be here. I have to do nothing but be myself and be honest, authentic. And you're here. You both are able to mesh well with your work and personal lives. You're two sides of one coin, if you will. They're showing me that your finances, your ability to mesh your lives together is expanding years. I am seeing years down the line. This long-term relationship is, go with me here, is inevitable because of the work you both have done with freedom of will. Both of you have released people that don't serve. Both of you have gone through karmics and are ready for the sweet. What further do we have with the oracle cards? Okay, past, present, future. This is how they viewed themselves when you first met them. There was a part of them that doubted their worth. They felt like there was so much they needed to change about themselves inwardly, but outwardly as well. They were very self-critical. And they didn't understand truly their connection to the universe. They were a spiritual person or aware, but maybe didn't fully believe. They were lost. And that's the thing. You guys were meant to bring each other on a path, to be light lanterns, if you will, on a path. Not completely save each other. You save yourself. They understand what made them strong. They understand now they were always enough. They understand that just as little, okay, that they are when it comes to being a part of this world, I'm trying to find the right way to put it, like, we have all these stars, we have all these things that are physically bigger than us. No matter how big or smaller something is from them, they're just as important. In fact, even more. They see their happiness, their law of attraction stems from the way they feel about themselves. Now they're putting themselves on the throne as they should be. Odin's definitely working within this connection as well. The straightforward action to bring you their willpower and their consistency. See the world together. They've received a lot of downloads in 3D world, but also it looks like the astral realm. They've had dreams and astral projections about you. Dreams you can feel because they dissolve. Astral projections stay as an embedded memory. So they've figured out the introspection, but also how spirit's saying, like the cosmos, etc., how you two align. Your charts are very compatible. If you don't already know their big three, that'll be something you're able to dive into together. This is how they see their future, with you by their side. They've completely surrendered to the process. They have no doubts in your connection. It strengthens every day. They love the beautiful curves, edges, inches of their body. Take it as it resonates, because so many different sizes and shapes of people, and every single one, no matter how cheesy it sounds, is perfect. They see how much you love and desire continuously every day in their body, because we've already established that spiritual connection. You guys have a very spicy sex life. Music is one of your biggest love languages from the beginning. And you're going to touch on surface about that as well. They stand up for themselves. You make them stronger. You make a safe space to be a cheerleader in their strength, which makes them stronger. They feel you all around them. And just as you are this spark, they are this spark back to you. The song's already playing. The playlist is going through. There's no pressing play. There's no picking the songs. It's time to dance together. And that's what I got for you today. Now we're going to talk about Patreon. Over on Patreon at Uncle Bronze Official, or over on Patreon at Uncle Bronze, I give away 2 video chat readings every single week to my tier 3 through 7 Patreons. Every single week, no matter the tier level you are, 1 to 7, they get 2 extra videos every single week, which are energy forecast readings. It's about the masculine and feminine energy that you're going to be giving the world and receiving from the world the upcoming week. There are so many more added benefits in every tier level. And tier level 7 is the tarot teachings, where I release to them specifically one video every week, helping them dive further into interpretations of cards, how to understand every individual card, how to work with other divination tools alongside tarot, and so much more. If you're feeling called to learn anything else, go to Patreon, Uncle Bronze, the membership tab on my profile, scroll all the way down and you'll see all of the options. The link to my Patreon is on all my social media platforms, and also if you just go to Patreon and you type in Uncle Bronze, you'll see me pop up. That's what I got for y'all today, and I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.